The check-in experience was pretty smooth. We were able to get VIP bracelets because we were repeat customers, and we were able to visit any section that we wanted. We were pleasantly surprised after putting in a request that there was a birthday surprise waiting for my daughter. And they decorated the door and they left some nice treats on the table with a bottle of champagne. I would say that the room had everything that you need in a room, but would agree with the other reviews that it was a little bit outdated. It had a safe that was free to use. It had a closet, but with very little hangers, so I would recommend that you bring your own. The bathroom worked well, but we did have some issues with the toilet, but we were able to fix that. The shower was a little bit strange, I found. The way that it was blocked off, it left way too much exposed area so that water kept splashing on the floor. I thought that was a little bit weird of a design. And where it's blocked off is where you would need to turn on the water. So you have to climb into the bathtub in order to turn it on. And they had a couch, they had a balcony. We were on the first floor, so can't really comment on balconies above the first floor. And it had a fridge. It did work, but it wasn't the strongest fridge. At the beginning of the week, I found that there weren't a lot of activities during the day, but then around 10 to 11 a.m. started noticing that near the Punta Cana pool that's beside the beach, the entertainment team would come around to do some games. There was darts, there was some crafts for children, and your typical aerobics in the water. We were able to visit all 3 water parks. There's one in the Fantasia section, one in the Esmeralda section, and the main one at the entrance of the resort. Just a friendly reminder, because I had to learn it the hard way, adults are not allowed to go down the slide. The one nearest to the entrance of the hotel had a small shack where you can eat some nachos, hot dog, and get some drinks. There's also some lounge chairs. There was a spa for kids, but it was closed, I'm guessing due to COVID. There was a kids club in the Punta Cana section and a kids club in the Fantasia section. We spent more of our time at the Fantasia section. They had hourly activities such as crafts, watermelon painting, and ice cream party. One thing that I look for when going to a resort is the all-inclusive food. I would say that I was slightly disappointed in the food selection at the buffet. There was an abundance of food, but it was repetitive, cold, and not the best tasting. I was surprised that I found the a la carte restaurants were a lot better than the buffets. Personal favorites were the steakhouse and the Japanese. While we were there, we were allowed to have 3 reservations. So we did the steakhouse, the Japanese, and the Mexican. The service at these restaurants were pretty good. They were fast, and we didn't really have to wait very long for our food. The Punta Cana buffet was by far the worst one for me personally. I enjoyed the Fantasia buffet, although I believe that they should cater a little bit more to children because the choice selection was not preferable for younger kids. Near the Fantasia water park, there was a really cool pizzeria, and you can order a fresh pizza. A little hidden gem at the Ambar adult section, right at the entrance of the hotel, there's a really nice coffee shop. It has some things you can purchase like cigars, and there was such a tasty iced coffee. I believe it was called a Frappuccino. We had a total of 4 massages throughout our 10-day stay, and the more massages you book, the better the price they'll give you. We had a really wonderful 50-minute massage, and our masseuse was excellent. In the Fantasia section, they have a really nice arcade downstairs beside the teen club. You have to pay by putting in your money and getting tokens for each game. Just wanted to point out that during my vacation, I had over 40 mosquito bites, even with the spray and buying the spray from their store. We did gravitate more towards the Fantasia section since we had a 6-year-old child with us, and it was very catered towards the children. I would recommend that they revisit their shows, as I think that they're more adult oriented for a section that's supposed to be meant for kids. We did go close to Christmas, so it was a very beautifully decorated. The beach was nice, not a lot of seaweed, but we did find that it was very windy throughout most of the day in our 10-day stay. Hopefully by the time you are watching this and you decide to go, you will no longer need to take the COVID test before arriving back into Canada. However, if you do, we paid $85 per person 3 days before we left. The doctor was arranged to come to our room and administered the test for all 3 of us. Every 5 to 10 minutes, a trolley would come by to pick you up to take you wherever you needed to go. You just have to understand the map and see which trolley goes where. I recommend not drinking any of the water and only use the bottled water provided throughout the resort. Thank you so much for watching our video, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below.